What is going on? This is Daniel with Cuervo ATV. Today we're looking at piston gas porting, and we'll start off with saying the reason why I don't recommend and we don't run vertical gas ports on pretty much anything. A few specialty cases, but otherwise no, and why you shouldn't run them versus a lateral gas port or no gas port. So referring to gas ports, that is on the top ringland. You'll have small holes that go about halfway. Half of the hole goes through the ringland. On a lateral gas port and a vertical gas port will go right through the top of the piston and ends up at the back of the ringland. So why do I say one versus the other? Is oil consumption, misfires, and detonation associated with a dirty mixture and oil burning. So if we look at both of these are used motors. The one on the left hasn't been ran very long. The one on the right has been through quite a bit of abuse and has been together for quite a few years, probably 4 years. And this one here is, I believe, 2 years. So looking at the chambers, let's see if you can notice anything. This one here has got a ton of damage. Some debris of some sort went through it at one point in time. And the one on the left here is a lot cleaner setup, but what you'll notice is you have these locations here and here, and you'll also notice some weird spots there and there. Not much on this intake side, but you see a little bit of a weird pattern here of the carbon buildup. And then looking at the sides, you also see these again. So those areas, especially here on the exhaust side, those have a ton of carbon buildup. All that is just thick carbon from oil. That is all flaking off, causing detonation due to getting hot spots there. Compared to this one here, has pretty smooth carbon buildup all the way around. Burn, nothing really abnormal there. Obviously damage, but nothing really out of the ordinary. No excessive buildup anywhere. So what is going on with that is oil is pulling through these gas ports on deceleration. So when there is not a combustion load pressures pushing through these gas ports, well, they are letting oil come right back up through them. And you can see the side of the piston there. You can see kind of clearly where that oil is pulling toward with this clean mark. And then you have the burnt on combustion all around the side of this piston. So these are both the same brand piston. These are both through diamond. And then if you see this one here, it is very consistent burn and carbon deposits all the way through. There is nothing abnormal about that, but over here is very inconsistent, a very thick carbon buildup on the side of that piston due to that oil consumption. So over here is really bad as well, kind of same deal. So what is going on with that? And maybe my opinion's different than others, but vertical gas ports are way out of place in the ATV application, something that is being ridden. Now, if you are only drag racing and you're not decelling on the engine at all, and it's only full power pulls down a quarter mile, eighth mile, 300 foot, if that's its only application, then that is fine. Whether you need vertical gas ports, well, the ring pack on both of these pistons is the same ring pack. So vertical gas ports are there to put additional pressure on a ring pack that is a lighter ring pack. So if you're not running a lighter ring pack and not purposely only for drag racing, then the vertical gas ports are just causing you problems. So I've seen a few motors in where the carbon deposits, oil consumption has got out of hand, and it's all come back to the piston and vertical gas ports, compared to lateral gas ports, which I have not seen any concerns with. We get some benefit from the extra pressure pushing on the lighter ring pack, but if you're not going to an even lighter ring pack with lateral gas ports, then this is wrong to the application. So a lot of issues can be caused on trying to do something somebody thinks is a great idea without thinking the whole process through. So this is a 734cc motor, pretty standard build, somewhere in the high 70 to 80 horsepower range. As we would say, a dune bike here. This one is kind of the same build, but with the stroker. So another 5 horsepower, probably makes 85 horsepower. So if you're not going into like a nitrous application or a turbo application and needing as much cylinder pressure on the rings as possible under combustion, trying to seal it up as possible, like this is just causing you problems. So need to think through of really who you're getting pistons through, their thought process behind it, and why. So that is what I've seen. I've seen this. This is not just this one motor. I've seen this 5 or 6 times, pull them apart, and they have very prominent issues identical to this, versus lateral gas ports have been running for I don't know, the last 14 years in now, without any issue or concern, only the benefits that it gives. So there we have it. Shoot me your thoughts of what you think, but don't buy these pistons. It's not a good idea. All right, that's it for today. We'll talk to you on the next one.